Hey my beautiful Cancer peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at you with your mid-April 2023 tarot reading. How are you? I hope all is well. Just want to mention before we get started, if you're interested in personal services, products, and so much more, feel free to check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It's going to be the first link in the description below. Without a further ado though, Cancer, let's go ahead and hop on into it and let's see what's going on here for you regarding mid-April 2023. So what do we got going on here for the zodiac sign of Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding mid-April 2023. What's going to be showing up here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout mid-April 2023. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Starting out here with the overall energy of your reading, we're beginning this reading here with the Two of Pentacles. So, Two of Pentacles is pretty much an energy where, you're kind of undecided. There's pros to a situation, there's cons to a situation, Cancer. You're really just trying to get it all figured out, but you kind of don't really have yet that sense of direction of exactly where you want to go. I was hearing for some Cancers that maybe you don't have a sense of identity. There could be a lot of Cancerians that are kind of going through this concept where there's a lot about who they are now that they want to detach from and start becoming this newer version of who you want to be. But it's very difficult to become this new version of who you want to be when there's core parts of yourself that you feel like you just can't let go of. Even if they hold you back, there's parts that have defined you for so long in regards to who you are. But I think that the reminder here for Cancers that are having issues with identity is you need to remember you get to wake up every day and choose who you want to be. This life is not about this is who we are and that's just that. This life is about we get to literally decide with our free will, who do we want to be today? So you do not have to be the same person you were yesterday. You don't have to be the same person you've been your entire life. You can wake up and say, you know what? This is who I am today. This is who I'm becoming going forward. So keep that in mind for the Cancerians that are kind of having a little bit of maybe some, up and down energy in regards to identity, okay? But yeah, Two of Pentacles overall energy. Really trying to feel out the pros and cons of a situation, trying to get a better understanding of like what's going to be the best direction for me here going forward. Ace of Swords decided to fly on out here for you. Ace of Swords here is about a card of truth. Cancer, I feel like you're being called this month to just embrace your truth in the second half of April. I think that deep down inside, you know exactly what path you want to be a part of. You know exactly what route you want to take. And, whether or not taking that route causes fear, taking that route is fear of judgment, or, maybe there's fears of failure and things of that nature. Don't worry about any sort of fear. If you genuinely feel like your truth is taking this path over the path you're currently on, it's time to, shift things into gear is what I feel here for Cancer, okay? All right, guys, let's look at your current situation here. What's going to be the current situation for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-April 2023. Starting out here with the first card, we have here the Five of Swords. Next card is going to be here the Death. And lastly here, Cancer, Two of Cups. Yeah, you've really been wanting something in your life to change, is what it feels like to me here personally. Five of Swords is a card here that represents a lot of resistance. It's the energy, Cancer, where it's like you feel like you have to battle just to put a smile on your face. You feel like you have to battle here just to be in a good space overall. I do see for some of you, though, Five of Swords could be like you deal with like an industry that's just very, very toxic. For some Cancers, it could be like your work industry that might be super toxic, or it could be like your friend group as well. I'm trying to remember what zodiac. It was a fire sign because I did the fire signs yesterday, but there was a similar message with a fire sign that I read for, where basically it was talking about how like you feel like your friends group, I think it was Leo, it was like you feel like your friends group is turning on you. So for some of you Cancers, right, Cancer's very close to Leo, so maybe you might believe you're on the cusp and things of that nature. So I definitely get that sense where for some of you, it could be like your friendship environments are very toxic and you're like, I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I can surround myself with these people who I feel are very often judgmental and hypocritical. So you could certainly see within your friendships and those types of relationships, you can see change happening there with the Death card followed up here with the Five of Swords. You might get to a point where you feel like you can't take it anymore. You can't take that somebody's a hypocrite, or you can't take the toxic energy that's brought into these social constructs. Looking at the last card we have here the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a card here of like, I really want to connect with something valuable and I really want to connect with something fulfilling. So you are looking like Two of Pentacles, I don't know what path I want to take, but I think the truth is you're already decided. You really look like you want the new path, Cancer, whatever that path may be. If you're sick and tired of your friends, the truth is you want to make new friends. If you're really sick and tired of the industry you work in, you want to work in a new industry. I feel like regardless, you kind of made up your mind, or your truth is that you want to move forward, but there's this part of you that's like, I don't know, I'm walking away from something that I've had a lot of comfortability in over the years, you know? I'm walking away from something that I've had a lot of comfort in, since that's the right word. You know, I've been dragged before on my channel for saying comfortability. That's not a real word. Comfortability, I like it. I'm going to use it. Regardless though, Cancer, it's like you've been pretty comfortable for a long time in whatever these circumstances may be. So it's weird walking away from, even if it's toxic, walking away from security, right? And security can be toxic, but it could still make you feel secure. Ain't that interesting, right? It's true though. You know, definitely been there. So it's hard to walk away from security, even if that security has toxicity along with it. All right, let's have a look and see what you need to be aware about here in mid-April. We got here the moon. All right, moving into the next card, we got here the devil. We do have here the two of swords. And then lastly, King of Cups showing up here in the upright position. Cancer, I do want to mention, if you're leaving an industry, if you're leaving behind some crappy friends, if you're leaving a toxic relationship, the way that these people or the industry you work in is going to respond is not going to be a positive one. All right, so I want to give that to you straight. I don't feel like they're going to come from a positive place at all. The moon card is very high tide emotions, and the devil, of course, can be somebody who's really expressing the negative sides of themselves, the negative aspects of themselves. So I get the sense here, Cancer, if it's like, you know, my truth is that my friends are shitty and I want to make new friends. You decide to walk away from your friend group that you just can't resonate with anymore, and then they're going to just be completely out of pocket. The things that they may say, the way that they're going to behave, they're going fucking feral. And you're just like, you know what? That was the proof in the pudding. That's everything I needed to see right then and right there. You know, me walking away to do something to better myself, and me walking out of this environment and just seeing how I was treated, simply leaving. Not even like there was any ounce of, oh my God, you should stay. There wasn't any ounce of like, oh my God, don't go. You know, it was like, fuck you. It's like, whoa, really? That's where we're coming from. So I feel like once you abandon this environment, whatever it may be for you, you know, it definitely was the proof in the pudding that it was not the right environment for you. You know, Two of Swords showing up over here. It's like pretty interesting. You know, you were definitely at a conflict for a while on whether or not this was worth it. But coming out of this situation, King of Cups, I think what you need to be made aware about the most is that you're going to be feeling so much better, so much more free, but most importantly, so much more emotionally grounded, you know, leaving behind whatever this environment may be. Okay, so whether it's work, Cancer, whether it's your romantic relationship, your friendships, it's like leaving it all behind. It's a way better option and a way better feeling overall. You know, like I said, security, no matter how toxic it may be, can still be comfortable. You know, Nine of Swords. I think a part of you, Cancer, is kind of nervous, worried, or scared to explore something new since it's been a while. You know, so let's say, for example, Cancer, you're interested in making new friends. It might make you anxious to make new friends because it's like, it's been a really long time since I've kind of like put myself out there to get to know people. You know, same thing in love. Maybe it's been a while since you've been on a date. With work, it's been a while since you job hunted, you know, things change over time. So you're a little nervous here for your new beginning, but I feel like everything's going to be okay. Yeah, we got here the Hermit card, Cancer. Use your wisdom from within. We also have here the All Gifted. All Gifted here says you're going to be blessed with abundance nonetheless. And the Hermit energy showing up here says you have the wisdom and everything that you need in order to get success. So Cancers, you already have what you seek within you. So if you start feeling like you don't have the confidence to talk to new people, remind yourself that that confidence lives within you. You know, if you feel like, I don't know, I'm just not good at going on dates with people, like you're good enough to go on dates with people. I'm nervous that my social skills or my job skills are not qualified for any new job. It's like you have the qualifications, okay? Everything you think you're essentially lacking already lives within you. So I want you guys to remember that very much so with the Hermit card coming out. Everything you think you lack, you already have within. You just have to harness it. You got to allow yourself to believe that you really have that because you do, okay? And the All Gifted here says you'll be blessed with abundance. So I'm not worried for Cancers one bit in reference to the new path you'll be stepping on because it's better than where the hell you are. But most importantly, you will have better things in the future and there will be better days ahead, okay? All right, Cancer, let's have a look here and see what the universe has to say for you. All right, is there any advice coming in here from the universe for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-April 2023? First card is going to be the King of Swords. Yeah, this is the time right now to be disciplined, Cancer. So one thing I do want to warn you guys, let me double check if I'm correct. We have here the Prince of Swords, and we have here the Queen of Wands. Cancer, I want to warn you guys about this exactly. So when you walk away from your environment that you're leaving behind, okay, they're going to keep an eye on you. So let's say you're walking away from this friends group. This friends group's going to keep an eye on you, and then they may even reach out to you, okay? This is going to be the energy of them basically trying to make you feel like you're missing out on something. So Cancer, I definitely get that sense here where the universe is trying to stay as disciplined as possible. You know, these individuals, let's say if they're old friends, they may reach out to you, making you feel some type of way or trying to make you feel bad or make you feel stupid, saying you made a mistake, blah, da, da, da. They're going to reach out to you to try to get a reaction. You know, the universe here says don't give them one, okay? Give them a response. And you know what that response is going to be? Silence. Because Cancer, silence speaks motherfucking volumes. All right? So I definitely feel for any Cancers that are watching right now. If your environment tries to poke at you, you know, don't give them a reaction. Give them the response of silence, because silence most certainly speaks volumes, okay? Moving along here into the next message for Cancer. You know, what else does the universe have here in terms of advice? The universe has the World. We have here the Tower, and we have here the Seven of Wands. Yeah. So Cancer, I mean, World card coming in here for you. You really are entering a whole new world if you look at it from this perspective. So things are going to be different. You know, I think that as a Cancer, one of the biggest things we harp on is genuinely security. Whether that security is financial, emotional, etc., we definitely harp on the idea of security. I'm a Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising. I love to feel secure and content and know that I'm good, right? But I think that overall, the most important thing to remember is that whether or not we have security, we need to make sure at every given moment in time we're in a space that's good for us, positive for us, valuable to us. And with the World card showing up here for you, the World card is saying, listen, your new journey isn't necessarily going to be secure from the start, from the get-go. And that may make you fearful, that may make you worried, but I think you have to kind of remind yourself, if the journey so far is positive, if the journey so far feels good, then I have nothing to worry about. I just need to enjoy the journey. So as a cliche as this sounds, it's like, don't really focus on the destination, enjoy the journey here, Cancer, because it's going to be a fun time and a hell of a ride. Now, universe here has the Tower, which the Tower is very much so a card here that represents that things in life are breaking down. Foundations that no longer serve you are not going to be a part of your life anymore. So let's say, for example, Cancer, you know, your foundation that's breaking down this month is shitty friends or a shitty job or shitty industry. You know, there could be more things in your life you may find will break down here coming into mid-April. And that may worry some of you that are watching. You're like, well, why? Why is there so many things breaking down? Why does it feel like I'm losing things? Cancer, know that you never lose anything, period. You have nothing to lose, point blank, period. All you're ever going to do is gain. All right. So anytime we lose friends, that's the universe's way of saying we're making room for better ones. I lost my lover. Universe made room for a better one. I lost my job. Universe made room for a better one. You know what I mean? So this isn't about loss. It's about upgrades and leveling up. And I think that that's what the universe is trying to tell you. So Seven of Wands coming into play here for you. It's like, listen, instead of kind of being in that space where you might feel very defensive, you might feel like, oh my God, my life is falling apart. Like, don't get into that energy, Cancer. Don't get into that energy of resistance and that energy of fighting. Try to be in the energy of just simply being, okay? Be in a free flow state here coming into the second half of April, where it's like, fuck it, whatever happens, happens, and let things happen, because everything is working to your favor. And as long as you guys can believe that and pay very close attention to that ideology, you will start to see your life changing, but changing favorably for you, okay? So you're not going to be losing anything, Cancer. You're going to be leveling up instead. So any changes that happen, know that they are going to be a level up for you that are going to be incredibly valuable here for you at this time, which I love to see for Cancer, okay? So that's what I got here so far in regards to advice from the universe. I mean, this entire read was kind of honed down on that one, you know, situation of like, listen, something in your life here, Cancer, is just not serving you anymore. I think you've just been debating for a long time. It's like, what do I want to do? Like, do I really want to walk out of this environment? Do I want to stay? And it's like, one of the biggest things I think I mentioned throughout this reading is that despite how secure an environment may feel, we can feel secure in toxicity sometimes just because it's not foreign to us. It's something that's very known. It's something that we know is going to be there. So, you know, removing yourself from that toxic situation and realizing that maybe security isn't going to matter as much right now. What matters more is the journey, not the destination. You know, the more we can kind of reinforce that, we're looking at a really, really great rest of our April. Okay, so I like it, Cancer. I do. And I, like I said, Nine of Swords, Hermit card, the all gifted card. It's like, don't worry about lacking anything at this time. Everything you think you lack, you already have within you. So access that, harness that, okay? This is not a time to embrace fear, but instead, it's a time to really trust yourself and know that wherever you flow to, it's going to be the right place to go, all right? Let yourself flow down the river. Wherever you may end up, it's going to be exactly where you need to be, all right? All right, Cancer, what's going to be the overall outcome here for you in mid-April 2023? What do we got? And we have here, dun, 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 the Three of Swords, and that Three of Swords is going to be followed up here with the Six of Cups. Cancer, the pain shall now be the pain of the past, as the past is no longer going to be your present, okay? Now, I know that may not have sounded very poetic, but at the end of the day, Cancer, essentially, Eight of Cups, this is you keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. It's about not bringing your pain of the past into the present moment. You're leaving your pain that you've dealt with over the years, maybe working in a shitty industry, having shitty friends, having a really toxic and rough romantic relationship. You're leaving all that pain in the past. It's not something simply that you want to carry with you going forward. It's just not what you want to be a part of your life anymore. So as you let that burden go and you let that pain go, you're getting ready here to walk towards a new beginning. And you know what I love so much about the Eight of Cups? You have the Eight of Cups here, but you also have the Two of Cups showing up as well. Now, there's one card I didn't see come out in this tarot reading, and that's the Ten of Cups. So what is 8 plus 2? 8 plus 2 is 10. You're walking towards your 10 of Cups, and you may not see that yet, but you're really walking towards your ultimate fulfillment. So what you were in search of, Cancer, is the Two of Cups, right? Finding something fulfilling. Well, guess what? 8 of Cups means you're walking in that direction. So the 8 plus the 2 is the 10. You're going to be walking towards your 10 of Cups at the end of this month overall, and for the next couple of months to come. So Cancers, I would not get into that energy where you feel like, oh my God, life sucks, I'm losing everything. You have everything to gain, okay? And I really feel like there's a huge leveling up happening here for many of you across the board of Cancers, or the collective of Cancers, and it's going to be quite an exciting time. Not even just mid-April, you know? Mid-April is kind of like the tip of the iceberg. It definitely feels like collectively for Cancer, the next couple months are really going to be interesting to see just how much you actually level up, which is cool. All right, though, Cancer, with that being said, thank you guys so much for coming out here to your mid-April 2023 tarot reading. I hope you guys did enjoy your reading. I really appreciate you tuning in and spending time with me. Once again, if you're interested in personal services, products, so much more, feel free to check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. I'd be happy to connect with you guys over there and go ahead and read for you if that's something you're interested in. Of course, if you are new here, definitely do consider subscribing. I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family as well. But Cancer, have a great rest of your April, and I will see you all in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.